Morning, guys. I'm here at Colebrook Reservoir in Colebrook, Connecticut. It's 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I'm out here chasing bass. All right, so the water level is the highest I've ever seen it, but I'm seeing lots of small fish activity down here, possibly shad, which is great because I've got some shad crankbaits that I want to use. They seem to be suspended out in open water anywhere from 15 to 5 feet. Right now I'm sitting on top of Old Route 8. It's about 20 feet down below me. And I do have to keep an eye on my depth finder because this does ascend very rapidly into the hillside off to my left here. There's also tons of brush on either side of the road. So while I don't believe that that is an issue today, once the water level starts settling a bit, I can quite easily become tangled up in that brush since it'll only sit about 5 to actually positive 3-4 feet above the surface of the water, so I gotta be really careful. Now I'm marking should mark that right there. I'm marking tons of smaller fish right below me. So I think what I'm gonna do, start the day off, a little jigging action on the ultralight. Let's see what this gets me. First cast of the day. I'm actually just gonna let that sink down a bit. Hopefully not get hung up in anything. Let the wind blow me back in towards the ramp a bit. This place always winds up being hit or miss for me. Either I'm completely skunked, and I mean not even a panfish, no crappie, no sunfish even, or I'm yanking 20-inch bass. Go, first fish. Little tiny bite. It is the lake's smallest smallmouth bass. Let's get this guy on the board, shall we? Let's slime this thing. I brought this thing out with me. No. Put up to it. Come on. No. Oh, wow, look at that. A whole whopping 8 inches. All right, back in the water you go. Not exactly a lunker. But it does mean that they are going to bite this thing. I've got a red and chartreuse yellow jig on a spinner. This is my panfish rig, so this is an ultralight rod. I think it's 8-pound test. Yeah, braid. And then I got 4-pound test fluorocarbon as the leader. There we go. Kind of like a smallmouth. Fighting like one. Yep. Another little smallmouth. That's slightly better. Not a monster. Buddy, there we go. Just barely. That's two. So you can keep them coming. I can't even steer. I'm just being blown sideways. It does not matter what I'm doing with my rudder. All I'm able to do is go back and forth, closer to shore and further away from shore. Morning, Jeremy here. I'm out at Westlake in Sandusfield, Mass, and you're watching Chasing Bass. Wait. We've already done this. We don't need to do this again. I've just changed lakes. That's all. No need to get crazy with the intros and everything else. So, I kind of got forced off of Colebrook due to high winds. Not that this is any less windier, but it's definitely easier to manage. There's not as much on the bottom that I have to worry about. I want to play in reverse Frogger towards the end, just going back and forth along the shoreline, only because my rudder actually did not work. The wind was that strong that it would take the side of the kayak and just blow against that, and no matter what I did, I could not angle myself into or against the wind. It was just always a broadside. So I'm actually marking a bunch of fish in here. They're a little more active. Water temperature has dropped, but it's about the same as Colebrook. Just a hair under 53 degrees, but I'm seeing tons of activity on the fish finder. They're all in about 8 to 4 feet deep, looks like. Big guy right there. So I think I'm gonna paddle a little bit further, drop anchor, spin around, and then just throw my lures back into the wind and see what I get. I got something. It's apparently day for dinks. So I got this little tiny largemouth. That's probably the smallest largemouth I've ever caught out of here, but it is something. I think I've missed it. Yep, totally did. Let's try that again. Tossed it out into the shallows ahead of me as I was drifting sideways. And as it started bouncing off the bottom, I got a hit. And of course, I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to hit the record button, and it just came right off. Felt little though, probably sunfish. There we go. Ah! Did I lose him? Nope, still got him. Little perch. That's a nice sized guy right there. That I will let go though. There we go. That may have been what I caught earlier, so let's see if I can do that again. Oh, yes! Whatever it is, it's pulling drag. That is not a perch. What have we here? Nice bass that has pulled itself through. Oh. There we go. This is why I love this lake so much. This guy's like a good pound and a half, 2 pounds. Big fat belly. Let's get this up on the board here. We've got a solid 16 and a half. And there she goes. There we go. That's what I am here for. Fantastic. And on ultralight tackle. There's nothing more fun than that. There we go. And it's another decent perch. Wow. I might actually measure this one here. Nope, stay flat, stay flat. Gill spines caught my, there we go. Gill spines caught my gloves there. That is just shy of 12 inches. Yep, I do have something. Little sunfish. Nice easy hook removal, little guy. Back in he goes. Yes, there we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, finally did it. I caught a crappie in 2019 out of Westlake. I don't think I'm gonna keep him though. That is just sad. He's gonna go back in and get a little bit bigger. I caught that guy actually a little bit deeper out. Off to my right is that same brush pile. Seriously? I just had a perch hit it just sitting in the water while I was talking to you. Put these guys on a lanyard this time. Just makes getting hooks out that much easier. There we go. And he can go back in. Yes, as I was just saying, I'm still in the same spot. I've got the perch kind of hitting off that brush pile, apparently right underneath the kayak. Went out a little bit deeper, probably up to like 7-8 feet deep out there. I'm sitting in 5 feet right now, just under 5 feet, and that's where the crappie was. So looks like the bite is starting to improve. This is kind of cool. So that's 4 species, 3 4 perch, 2 smallmouth, and a largemouth. Actually, 2 largemouth. Sorry, I caught that little dink. This is actually turning into a pretty awesome day. Feels like a perch. Nope. Little tiny bass. Another dink. Barely hooked him too. One more shake, he would have given that up. There we go, little tiny guy. He's more pike bait than anything else. That's hefty. That's probably a bass. Oh, yep. I am recording this, right? Yes, I am. All right. What do you know? No, that is a largemouth. There it is. That wasn't bad. Not shabby. On the board. There we go. That's better. Little guy. I'm telling you, if you ever come out to a place and it's just not working out for you and you've got a chance to go somewhere else, do it. Seriously. I only spent maybe half an hour tops at Colebrook. Got 2 dinky little smallmouth, almost capsized repeatedly, just from wind. I was leaning the wrong direction and I got hit with some big gusts. And there was that heart-wrenching moment of, oh crap, am I gonna go over? Am I gonna compensate? Am I gonna overcompensate? And thank goodness it wasn't anything steady, but it was enough to throw me off, throw my equilibrium off, and I just come in here, complete 180. Yeah, there's wind, but I'm hooked up on an anchor. I'm not going anywhere. I found a hot spot right here, and I'm just reeling in fish after fish after fish, sometimes only with the jig just sitting in the water. So if you get the chance to move on, do so. What's the worst that can happen? You spend a nice day on the water, and you eat your lunch in peace. Another bass. Well, I wasn't wrong. That is a bass. I think I figured out the little guys at least. Not that I really want to target them, but they seem to be hanging out just inside some of the submerged vegetation. So as I'm kind of scraping along and getting stuck, yanking free, I'm occasionally feeling that, no, there's something else on there still. And plants usually don't go tug, tug, tug. All right, guys, so I came up to the shore, ate my sandwich, kind of taking a stroll around, and as I was doing so, wind just kicked up out of nowhere. I mean, it was strong before, but now it's a solid 20 miles an hour, with the occasional gust thrown in there as well. I think I beached just in the nick of time. So this morning started out slow. Colebrook, couple of dink smallmouth, wind just forced me off. I am so glad that I came here, even if it was just for a couple hours. The bite was just on fire for about 45 minutes to an hour. And now that I can't even hold bottom with the anchor, I think it's just kind of pointless to stay out here. So, hope you like what you saw. If you did, hit that like button down in the lower right-hand corner there. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. I think it's right next to it. Like, just move the mouse over a little bit more. Yeah, right there. Hit that subscribe button as well. You'll get notifications whenever I upload a new video. I'm hoping to get them up on a weekly basis. We'll see what happens. Dependent on the weather, dependent on work, dependent on a lot of things. So, I'm going to end the video right here. There's no point in going back out. So, till next time, tight lines, and I'll see you later.